Hi, I'm Alan Dunson, and I'm coming to you from Harlem, located on the island of Manhattan in the city of New York, and this is Harlem Movie Talk. Each week we'll review soon-to-be-released films. So let's first talk about our rating system. We see the decision to see a movie as an economic one. A good movie is worth the time and expense of going to the theater. So our top rating is see it now. If a movie is modestly entertaining, then our next level will be see it later. And that will be, they just wait and rent that movie. If a movie doesn't have any entertainment value at all, so you don't want to waste your time, it gets our lowest rating, don't bother. We also do something a little bit differently on Harlem Movie Talk. We look at cast diversity, and that's going to be based on the location of the film. An urban setting should be a little bit more diverse than maybe a movie set in a rural area, and that's an A to F score. Now, this week we look at Universal Studios film The Beast. Now, this is the story of a recently widowed doctor played by Idris Elba and his two teenage daughters. And they go and visit a game reserve in South Africa, and the reserve is run by a biologist who is a good friend of the doctors. But their visit quickly turns into a nightmare when this out-of-control lion launches a series of vicious attacks on the group. Now, The Beast is not filmmaking at its best, but there's enough entertainment and suspense for it to eke out this barely make our highest rating, see it now. Now, one aspect of filmmaking and storytelling that's least important to me is you got to get the details right. There's an opening scene in this movie where some poachers just walk up on a pride of lions and catch the big cats off guard. Now, I actually researched this issue, and lions can hear sounds from up to a mile away, and they also have a very acute sense of smell. So there's no way these poachers would have just walked up to these lions and caught them off guard. And the same thing too, these same poachers talk about having caught a moose. Again, wrong. Moose are cold weather animals. They're in Alaska, they're in Canada, they're in Russia, they're not in South Africa. So for this movie to be authentic, it would have been very simple to change that moose to an antelope, because there's plenty of antelopes there. But the screenwriter, I have to give him credit, he lays out what this movie's about, what's happening, so you know what the goal of the characters are. But then, speaking of the characters, both they and the lion have this behavior that just, to me, is just more than incredible. And I won't go into details, but one example of like the doctor's daughters, make some really kind of foolishly risky moves, but then they have to throw that in to kind of enhance the excitement of the movie. And excitement is really, the thrills and suspense is really what makes this movie work to the degree it does. The imagery is great, and the lion is a special effects, and it's really amazing and creative as well. And so you will find some scenes that make you sit on the edge of your seat, maybe jump a little bit. But one of the interesting aspects of this movie is kind of behind the scenes stories. According to the Breakfast Club radio program, Idris' daughter is 20 years old, and she's an actress herself, and she tried out to be his daughter in the movie. But according to the producer, Idris and his real-life daughter didn't have great on-screen chemistry, so they decided to go with another actress. And Idris' daughter was so mad at him because she thought he could have done more to help her get the role that she didn't speak to her dad for 3 weeks. As to cast diversity, everyone in this film is either black or white, which is pretty much authentic because that's pretty much the South African population. And they do have a small group of Indians and other Asians that they could have cast in this movie. So I'm going to give cast diversity an A-. As far as rating, the movie is rated R because violence and occasional gore. But I easily think this could have been a PG-13. I've seen movies just as gory that get that lower ratings. But as I said, due to the excitement and thrills, it ekes out our highest rating. See it now. Thank you for watching Harlem Movie Talk, and please don't forget to subscribe to this program. Thank you.